Is it actually same thing I asked Eddie? I mean, how's the new signing period? Does it change much of your bowl prep?
No, it's just made it a little bit more hectic trying to balance, recruiting and prep. But we really would have been out the same amount of time. It's just expedites the process of what you're trying to get done with the kids out on the road.
Coach said last week that you guys had 3 weekends in a row where somebody from the coaching staff was in the homes. How nice is it to really early on get a good look, get a good feel for all these recruits, and then just kind of get them in early so that January is maybe a little bit more?
I think it's kind of uncharted territory, but I definitely think it'll make January less stressful, less hectic. You're kind of paying it forward. It's made December a little bit more interesting, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Does it feel any different? Will it feel any different tonight, or is it kind of like the same old, except just a little bit farther ahead? Instead of doing it in the first week of February, you're doing it in December.
Yeah, it's interesting, because you're going to have a bunch of your class, but then you're going to have some that you're still working on. It's the same in the fact that you're excited and anxious for tomorrow morning to get them in, because you're adding 20-plus guys to your football team.
Like you said, it's uncharted territory. In terms of the media, it doesn't feel the same as the
Sure.
February signing day. Does it feel the same to you as
Well,
the February signing day?
in the February signing day, that's kind of all you have going on. Right now, we got a lot of stuff going on with our own football team and our preparation for a big game in Nashville. So it's a little bit different. Yeah, it does feel a little bit different, but it doesn't change the fact that we're anxious and excited about getting these kids that we worked so hard and so long to recruit to become officially part of our program.
Is there any internal pressure being built upon you all as coaches, and maybe with just coaches in particular, to get that 8th win?
I think any time you take the field, you put internal pressure on winning. But we just were talking about it as the linebackers. Anytime you can finish the season with a win in a bowl game, it's special. And I just gave them. I know this. It's a heck of a lot better going out to the podium and getting a bowl championship trophy than it is going back to the locker room and going home.
Is there a little bit more? I don't want to use the word anxiety, but like want to finish this season the right way, especially since last year you went to a bowl but weren't able to finish.
Yeah, and I think even certainly last year, but even this year, I mean, we didn't necessarily finish the season the way we wanted to or envisioned. So we're very fortunate to have a 13th opportunity, and we need to go cash in on it.
Does Northwestern's offense look like anything you've seen this year?
They're kind of a combination of some of the spread teams we've seen, a little bit of Ole Miss, a little bit of Southern Miss. There's some parts of Tennessee's 11, so there's some similarities.
Is it weird that they run tempo, but they run it a lot? Doesn't that kind of counter?
No, I think they do a really good job of execution. And, the back's a tremendous player. Obviously, he's, in the top 10 in the Big Ten all-time rushing yardage. And I think they do a really good job of execution.
You talked about finishing strong. It's not going to be easy against Northwestern. They've finished their entire season on a 7-game win streak. They're doing really well.
Sure.
Do you think there's going to be a mental battle in your players' heads at all because they didn't finish the season as strong, or is that kind of?
No, I think we're just anxious to go out and play again. And every game's a little bit different. Certainly, Northwestern closed out the season really, really well, and we're just excited to play.
Y'all had a lot of sacks the first half of the season. Second half tailed off a bit. What's the secret to getting back to that?
I think there's a direct correlation of stopping the run and being able to rush the passer. You earn the right to rush the passer, and the more we could stop the run and get them into 3rd and long situations, the more you get into obvious pass situations, your sack numbers go up.
The description you gave of their offense and what kind of reminded you of, it's somewhat familiar to what Eddie does.
Yeah, there's some similarities to that. They're a little bit more pin pull stretch run game. I think they do a really good job of that. But there are some definite similarities. I mean, that, you know, and their quarterback does a good job of managing their offense, and he's got a strong arm and he gets the ball out.
In terms of spending Christmas with the team and the players, what are you guys telling the players about that? You know, I know that there's like a bond of family within the team, but they won't be spending it with their immediate families.
Well, I think Coach is doing a great job. I mean, he's giving them time where a lot of teams don't. A lot of teams will prep all the way to the bowl game on these early bowls and just go. So he's giving them some time where they can go home and enjoy their family, and then we can get together as a football family and go attack it.
Are there any special things that you're doing with your family before for Christmas?
Yeah, we'll have our Christmas together with my kids and my wife.
Eddie said that he always has to write a note and say, Santa's coming early, this like request Santa to come early. Do you do something similar with your kids?
Jesse had the kids write a note to Santa. Yeah.